Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe if you are not already. I want to dive into a little perspective here, a little thought. As I see these things, and I want to share a little bit of this news and discussion from my view. All right, here we go. When I see the digital dollar project leading the discussion on a U.S. central bank digital currency, we're going to get into the assets, not exclusively, but these could be a big factor, either indirect or immediately, directly connected. But here we go. So leading the discussion on a U.S. central bank digital currency, the Digital Dollar Project is a partner between Accenture, the New York Stock Exchange, ACN, and the Digital Dollar Foundation. And it's to advance exploration of a U.S. central bank digital currency, CBDC. The purpose of the project is to encourage research and public discussion on the potential advantages of a digital dollar. So convene private sector thought leaders and actors and propose possible models to support the public sector. The project will moderate programs with interested stakeholders to measure the value of and establish practical steps that can be taken to establish a digital dollar. This is directly from the digitaldollarproject.org from their website. And now here we're going into the recent article, the reasoning for this discussion. So, Digital Dollar Project to launch pilot programs to explore designs and uses of a central bank, a U.S. central bank digital currency. So the project co-founder Accenture is to provide initial funding for pilots, which mark next step in bringing the digital dollar closer to reality. Now, Washington, D.C. on May 3rd, 2021. This is today. The Digital Dollar Project, DDP, will launch at least 5 pilot programs over the next 12 months with interested stakeholders and DDP participants to measure the value of and inform the future design of a U.S. central bank digital currency, a CBDC, or a digital dollar. So a nonprofit partnership between Accenture and the Digital Dollar Foundation, the DDP, was created last year to encourage research and public discussion on the potential advantages of a U.S. CBDC, which is a new form of money designed specifically for the digital world that complements the existing forms of physical and electronic monies. And as the little article in the center states, or the diagram I should say, there is a growing focus on CBDCs and is showing the entire world on a map. CBDCs can complement currency in circulation, enable diversified payment formats, and allow for the exchange of tokens in central bank digital money. Now here's where it gets interesting and my mind starts to wonder, like, how is this going to affect other assets? Now, directly from Accenture, the journey to real-time cross-border commercial payments using distributed ledger technology, DLT. And here we have on Ripple. You have 8 pages in these discussion, and again, based on Ripple Next RP. And as we scroll through the next, Accenture and SAP extend the partnership to help companies accelerate sustainability transformation, drive new sources of value, and lead in the circular economy. So Accenture and SAP are expanding their decades-long partnership to help companies embed sustainability across the full spectrum of their business operations, from strategy to execution, to unlock new value throughout their enterprises and in their value and supply chains. So combining SAP technology with Accenture's sustainability services and broad industry knowledge, the partners are expanding their alliance to jointly create new solutions that can empower companies to accelerate their progress on fully decarbonizing their supply chains and capture their share of the projected 4.5 trillion USD economic growth and the circular economy could bring. Now, what that makes me think of, SAP has started a blockchain consortium with 7 founding members. And this is where it gets very interesting. SAP announced that it has started building a blockchain consortium with 7 founding members, including Hewlett-Packard, UPS, Intel, Airbus, Amcor, and Flex. And then we're moving on to where we have, we'll come back to that one moment. SAP HANA embraces blockchain tech. And what does this mean for enterprise or business enterprise? Let's not get confused. Both SAP HANA and the SAP Cloud Platform blockchain are not blockchain platforms like the different types of cryptocurrency. SAP has clearly mentioned that its aim to collaborate with the blockchain technology is not to create an SAP-based blockchain ecosystem, but is focused on implementing an existing blockchain platform. Moreover, the Stellar Consensus Protocol, the SCP, which supports the Hyperledger Fabric and multi-chain. And since it's got a modular approach, it has become relatively easier to add to the other blockchain platforms. The SCP blockchain can be connected to any of the supported blockchain networks with the help of the cloud services. And also, too, we have the Stellar Network powering an open network for borderless financial infrastructure. So Stellar was built for speed and scale to further financial access and inclusion across borders. So summary, Stellar is a decentralized open blockchain network that connects global financial infrastructure as a mature chain with live use cases easily bridging the digital and fiat worlds. Stellar has over 4.8 million accounts and has processed more than 1.5 billion operations. Since its launch in 2015 on the Stellar Payment Network, businesses and developers benefit from near instant settlement and transaction fees of fractions of a cent. So setting a new global payment standard. Each year, billions of US dollars in value are transferred across borders, more notably through personal remittances. Most often, these remittances are sent on a monthly basis as transfers from foreign workers to family members in their home countries. Not only do remittances support millions of families, they also make up a significant portion of the GDP in low and middle income countries. But also, too, the Stellar Network was designed and built to reduce the friction that exists today in a way that both furthers financial inclusion and sets a new global payment standard, so that where you live and what you have can no longer prohibit you from participating in the financial system. So with the Stellar Network, sending payments anywhere in the world can be as easy as sending an email. And also, too, this enables users to send and receive money quickly and transparently while avoiding the fees and latency traditionally associated with the cross-border and cross-currency remittances. And it's been decades since the current financial system was modernized. Blockchain technology is challenging us to think about the money and value in a new way, presenting the opportunity to make it more effective and efficient. In much the same way that the internet democratized access to information, blockchain technology democratizes access to the financial system. And just the way XRP is designed for the enterprise and the institutional, Stellar is more focused on the individual. Also, too, how blockchain technology is fixing payments today and what comes next. Blockchain technologies are connecting global financial systems so they are easily interoperable, efficient, affordable, and accessible. This can reduce the cost and time of cross-border payments. Confidence in blockchain technologies are rising as more governments and businesses invest in these areas. And also, too, this is Danelle Dixon from the World Economic Forum. And so, a global public network, blockchain tech, is showing that we can connect financial infrastructure so that no matter where you are in the world, systems and forms of value can interoperate with each other. Stellar, a global public blockchain that is built for interoperability and to further financial access and inclusion, has a network of more than 20 anchors around the world who are integral parts of connecting global financial systems. These anchors are regulated financial institutions, money service businesses, or fintech companies that issue one-to-one backed fiat tokens, also known as stablecoins, and or provide a fiat on-off ramp, and the goal is to open markets to new remittance and payment corridors. So you can see again how the connection to Ripple and Stellar could be either direct or indirect on the new digital dollar, and this is the perspective that I view it each and every time I hear the discussion, is how will this play out in the future? And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. But before I go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. And I want to say thanks to our VIP on Patreon, Surfmeister, and to each and every one of you. We will catch you in the next one.